So welcome to the embedded system class. In this video lecture I am going to explain about hibernation module. So it is very important system peripheral in hibernation in TM123 and TM4C129. Hibernation module is mainly used to reduce power consumption. So the hibernation module manages removal and restoration of power to provide a means for reducing system power consumption. When the processor and peripherals are idle, power can be completely removed with only the hibernation module. In hibernation module, the power supplies are turned off to the main part of the microcontroller and only the hibernation module circuitry is active. So means the hibernation module mainly used to reduce the power consumption. So in embedded system we have lot of blocks, right? We have a processor, we have sensors, and A to D converters, actuators like LCDs, LEDs, ADT converters, power supply unit, clock circuitry, analog communication ports, digital communication ADCs, right? So every time all blocks are not in active state. So only some blocks are in active state, remaining all states should be in inactive state. So suppose ADC, whenever any signals come from sensors, then only it is in active state. In remaining all it is in active states. So the main function of hibernation module is it keeps whatever the inactive modules in sleep mode. Only active modes are in runtime active mode, remaining all inactive modes are in sleep mode, right? So that the power consumption of that blocks will be in low state. Like this we can consume very less power. So mainly hibernation module checks which blocks are in inactive state and it will keep sleep mode in those mode. So hibernation module can be independently supplied from an external battery or an auxiliary power supply. So it is also a module which can independently supplied from an external battery. An external wake event or RTC event is required to bring the MCU back to the run mode. So whenever any block is in sleep mode, so we need to wake that block whenever it needs in active. So an external wake event or RTC event is required to bring that sleep mode into run mode. So the hibernation module has the following features. We use ARM processor. ARM processor is a 32-bit processor. So the main features of hibernation modules are it is a 32-bit RTC with 1/32K second resolution and 32-bit subsection counters, two mechanisms for power control. So one is for system power control and other is for on-chip power control, right? So it will control the power as I explained now. So it control the power. So it has two power control mechanisms. One is for system power control and second one is for on-chip power control, and dedicated pins for waking up an external signals. So we have to wake up that modes which are in sleep mode. So we have dedicated pins for that also. Low battery detection and signaling and interrupt generations. And one more important feature is clock source from a 32 kHz external crystal oscillator. So whatever the clock required to hibernation module, we can give with the help of crystal oscillator. So dedicated GPIO pins state can be retained during hibernation modules. 16 32-bit words of battery backup memory and RTC operational and hibernation memory valid as long as VDD or VBAT is valid, and programming interrupts for RTC match and external wake up. So these are some of the hibernation modules features. So this is the block diagram of hibernation module. So we can give clock signal to the pre-divider with the help of crystal oscillators, right? So we use crystal oscillators. So crystal oscillators to generate power clock signal. It is a pre-divider, so we will divide that clock signal, and interrupt control, we give the signal to interrupt control C. So a battery backup memory with 16 volts RTC power supply, RTC clock signal. So low battery detect. So this is power. So this is the block diagram of hibernation module. So mainly hibernation module is used to consume low power. Thank you so much.